This is a test. Has my mic been working this whole time? I need to figure that out. So this is a test. All right, just to explain what happened, apparently my microphone was not working. It was disconnected without me realizing, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going with this play-by-play. But this is play-by-play commentary here on Bash CFB Network. We do this. So, all right, just to explain what happened. That scared the crap out of me. Got that. All right, that was an echo. But anyway. So we got play-by-play commentary here. So instead of you guys just following the scoreboard, who wants to freaking just follow the scoreboard? Did not even realize it. So welcome back. Second quarter coming up here for the Clemson Tiger defense. SEC on ESPN and SEC versus ACC matchup on College Football Bash CFB Network. Start of the second quarter coming up here for Texas A&M's offense. Texas A&M drive out to the 25-yard line, 2nd and 15. Hikes the ball back to throw. Mon, pressure again. Throws left side, incomplete. Intended there for Sternberger. It'll be a 3rd and very long coming up here against this stingy defense for Clemson. As over the middle, a lot of pressure on him as a big hit delivered there in the middle by Austin. Sorry, not Austin Bryan. Bryan wasn't really involved. That one was Dexter Lawrence. We got in there the second team All-American. 3rd and 15. Nice ball. Hands it off to the right side, and it's a big stop by Austin Bryan on the right side, and it will be Trayveon Williams who loses 5. And now all of a sudden we're looking at Texas A&M who's failing to move the ball. They had a very good opening drive, went down, and Daniel LaCamera missed a 26-yard field goal just to turn around and hit a 40-yarder on the left hash later. Big play, though, by Austin Bryan. It will be a 4th and 20. So now here to punt is Braden Mann. Deep to return is Amari Rogers, who had a big play over a crossing route earlier in the game. So here's a kick. Off and out of bounds, and where are they going to mark it? Dexter Lawrence made a big play back there, but the other Lawrence on this team is about to get in. It's Trevor Lawrence, the 6'6", 215-pound freshman quarterback from Cartersville, Georgia, into the game. Trevor Lawrence, the number 2 recruit in the 2018 ESPN 300, the first overall QB. The number 1 quarterback lines up in the shotgun formation with the man to the left side being Adam Choice. Dexter Lawrence hikes the ball, fakes it off, back to throw, throws quickly deep left side, and it's caught! Pulled down, and he's got an angle! Out to the 20! Out to the 10! Stiff arm! Diving! Touchdown! T. Higgins! Takes a shot deep, and Higgins really makes that play. goes up and gets that ball at the highest point and was able to stay on his feet and makes miss. And now Texas A&M takes a 2-possession lead as here's a kick. Hugel will tack it on. 14-3. 14-13 to go, second quarter. Trevor Lawrence on his first play of the ball game gets in the end zone. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it here on this Saturday evening on the Eastern Time Zone. Out there, hitting that 7 o'clock hour, almost 6:54 local. As keeping an eye on Iowa and Iowa State right now. A solid game that Nathan Stanley just threw a strike to get him in the red zone and a touchdown for Iowa. Iowa with 4:47 to play, up by 10. So it's up by 9, pending extra point. So it's a very interesting ball game out there in Iowa City. But it looks like the Hawkeyes will hold on to the top 25 spot, for me at least. Nathan Stanley got him on a bootleg, it looks like. Trevor Lawrence, the number 1 quarterback in the rain, comes in and throws a touchdown. So here we go. Sends the ball deep. As Kwame takes the knee, Kwame Etwe. And a big catch by T. Higgins on the sideline, lobs it up there one-on-one, and a big catch, and it spins off, stays on his feet, spins off of coverage, as there in coverage was Charles Oliver, but also getting in there and almost wrapping him up, but off the spin move, right as he lands, spins away from Derek Tucker. And that was a big play there for T. Higgins to make. 20.3 yards per reception, which leads the team as a sophomore last season. As a freshman last season, as a sophomore this season. Nice ball. Mond, play action, blindside, hit! Justin Foster comes in and makes a big play on Kellen Mond from the blind side. Could not hold up on that left side. On the offensive line was Dan Moore, Jr. Almost dropped that ball, barely held on to that. So here's a 2nd and 14. 7th season as a Clemson defensive coordinator, Brent Venables. simple packages on defense sometimes work, but this time it's an all-out blitz, and that causes an incompletion on the swing past to Cameron Buckley as Mon was drilled by Dexter Lawrence. The Lawrence is non-related, but the Lawrence is getting in there and making big plays so far in this game, kind of like Bryant's, Kelly and Austin. Not related. I don't think they're related. Clemson defensive line has 2017 All-American, 2017 First Team All-ACC, two-time All-American, and a 2017 All-American. As empty backfield here from Mon. Back to throw. Pressure coming. Loads up. Throws over the middle. Almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Intended there for Jamon Osborne. Brent Venables is hyped up. Simmons makes a play. Almost intercepted there, as it could have been picked off by Tanner Muse. If it wasn't for the receiver hitting Muse, diving for that ball. Jamon Osborne. If he didn't hit him, then we could be talking about a different story. As here's the punt. Taken there by the 38. Calls a fair catch is Rogers. So here's a 1st and 10 coming up here for Clemson. And we'll see Trevor Lawrence yet again when we come back. Stay tuned for more college football action on Bash CFB Network. Welcome back. Out here, Texas A&M Aggies down 11. Not a great start for Clemson, but they got going here. The 12th man trying to help them. Trevor Lawrence, shotgun, hikes the ball, handoff, Feaster to the right side, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 6, 5 maybe. And here we go. It was not a bootleg. Okay. So Sargent, 10 carries for 24 yards, not too great, but he did get the only touchdown so far of that game. 13-3 for Iowa. Hikes ball, hand throws right side on the hitch, and it's going to be caught there. Big first down for DeAndre Overton. Dexter Lawrence getting a good throw right there on that hitch route. 2 guys wide on each side. Lawrence keeps it on the speed option and gets 2 yards before he is dragged down there. As Tyrell Dodson gets in there and makes the play on Lawrence. It'll be a 2nd and 8 coming up for Clemson. Lawrence calling the signals at the line of scrimmage. Backing off. Shotgun formation with 2 guys wide on each side with the running back to the left side on the right hash mark. Ball at the Texas A&M 43. Hikes ball back throw. Lawrence looking left. Throws. Incomplete drop there. Intended there for Cornell Powell, the return man, who's also very speedy. Mike Elko, the first season as a defensive coordinator, the former Notre Dame defensive coordinator a year ago, which was a very solid defense after Notre Dame trying to change the culture of Texas A&M defense here. 11:54 to go, 2nd quarter. 3rd and 8 coming up here for Trevor Lawrence. ET into the right side of him. Man in motion now. Goes Renfro to the left side. 3 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right. Hikes ball back to throw. Pressure coming. Lawrence going to have to scramble. Throws it away, and it's incomplete. 4th and 8 outside the pocket. Gets it across the line as Dodson on the pressure. And it looks like they're going to have to try to change field positioning with a big punt here. But good cross pressure here. Dodson gets right after Trevor Lawrence and says, "Hello, young freshman. You haven't seen everything quite yet." So here comes the punt unit. And to punt that ball is going to be Will Spears. Rashad Paul, the return, as here's a punt. Paul will get under it and call a fair catch at the 7-yard line for Texas A&M. Aggies up by 11. Trailing by 11. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Updates around the country as college football is in full swing here in week 2 on this Saturday. In fact, all games but one are played here today. As that game, by the way, kicked off, Kentucky and Florida is underway. Updates: Washington up 45-3 on North Dakota at home. Iowa pulling away from Iowa State 13-3 with Iowa State ball with a 4th and 25 coming up here. West Virginia tacks on another touchdown as 27-7 pending the extra point early 3rd quarter against Youngstown State. Missouri struggling in halfway through the second quarter against a stingy Wyoming defense. 3-0 is the score out there. And finally, Baylor up 10-6 against UTSA as it currently stands. Coming up as well is Penn State Pitt, which is getting ready to kick off here shortly. And up next here on Bash CFB Network, we got the number 9 ranked Michigan State Spartans taking on Arizona State. Make sure you guys tune in for that one. Dexter Lawrence, the AP preseason All-American, 99 tackles with 8 sacks a year ago. 6'4", 350 from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Man to the left side as a tight end. 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right at the 7-yard line. Hikes the ball, hand off to the right side, trying to stretch it and making a decent carry out to the 13. There's a new running back into the game, which is number 22 of this Texas A&M football squad, Kwame Etwe, which is also a returner. And I think Etwe is going to be a good thing because unlike Trayveon Williams, who's more of a balanced back, Etwe is a speedster. So if you get Etwe in this ball game, you can see a lot of trying to get stretch plays and trying to get around the edge around Austin Bryant and Cleveland Farrell. Hikes the ball, handoff on the I formation and busting forward, almost getting that first down, and he was marked half a yard short, maybe. There'll be a 3rd and very short coming up here for Texas A&M, a 3rd and 1. Jimbo Fisher on the sideline for this Texas A&M Aggie team. Hikes the ball, handoff up the middle, and Kwame Etwe trying to get the edge as he broke a tackle and tried to get around, but Lamar takes him down. Then it'll be a 4th and 1 coming up here for the Texas A&M Aggies, and they get 3 and out, blanked, nowhere to go. As a strong I formation. This time it was Christian Wilkins who covered the gap. Etwe broke a tackle, tried to break it to the outside, but Lamar was not having it. 4th and 2. Standing around his own goal line here is Man. Man will get this punt off cleanly. Oh, what a booming punt. Oh, my goodness, taking a bounce. Now picked up. And at the 15, Rodgers is stuffed down. What a big punt by Braden Mann. 69 yards. And most of that, if not all of it, was full leg. It did not hit that ground. What a punt by Mann. Trevor Lawrence, 2 for 4, 76 yards and a touchdown. Kelly Bryant, 5 for 6, 81 yards and a rushing touchdown thus far today. It looks like Trevor Lawrence is in that game, and he is. Here comes the freshman. Interesting that right after a touchdown drive by Kelly Bryant, 3 straight possessions following that for Trevor Lawrence. Shotgun formation with a man to the right side of him. Mike's the ball, fixing it off back to throw. Throws right side, and it's going to be caught on point. Top just a yard short was T. Higgins, and it will be a 2nd and 1 coming up for the Clemson Tigers. T. Higgins trying to play that Deion Kane role on the edge. 6'4", 200-pound guy who's also very quick from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Man, that's tight end to the left side. Also on the right side is a running back on the right hash. X ball, play action, back to throw, lobs it, and it's incomplete. Intended there for T. Higgins, way overthrown. It'll be a 3rd and 1 as Lawrence faced a little bit of pressure in his face. I think he threw it off his back foot. It was an ugly throw either way. It'll be a 3rd down and 1 coming up here. 9:09 left to go, second quarter. Clemson with the ball deep into, well, not necessarily deep, but now into Texas A&M territory at the 24, I want to say. Trevor Lawrence, 3 for 6 for 85 yards. Play clock drifting down. They're going to have to use a timeout. Timeout called Clemson. So 3rd down and 1. When we come back, stay tuned, folks. More college football action. Welcome back as Terry Wilson finds his man in the end zone, 2 for 3, 38 yards, and a touchdown. 7-0. The Kentucky Wildcats lead out there in the swamp. Been a long time, 31 years. Here's a 1st down and 10 coming up here for Trevor Lawrence, sending the man in motion as Rodgers hikes the ball, fakes the pitch, and he is stuffed in the backfield. Trevor Lawrence nowhere to go on this 3rd down, trying to keep it with a big stop in the middle by Atara Alaka, who got off to a slow start, but right on target. On that blitz, timed it perfectly, getting him at the 21-yard line for a tackle for a 3-yard loss. Fakes the pitch, the feaster. And definitely short of a 1st down. Great play there by Alaka. Spears kick. Gets it off cleanly. Let's see if he can have a punt like Man did. He won't. Out to the 37-yard line, and Man's punt could be the tail of the rest of the 2nd quarter, possibly, especially field positioning wise. Coming up Monday on ESPN, Jets and Rams will go ahead and take the road as the Lions and Raiders host. Lions against the Jets and Raiders against the Rams, and cross conference matchups back to back. 1st down and 10 coming up here. Trayveon Williams is going to be on the right side of Calamond here with 2 guys wide left, 2 guys wide right on the left hash mark. Mond 5 for 7 starting this game for 69 yards. Since then, he has not completed a pass. 0 for 5. Mond now motions it to the right side. Trayveon Williams on the fake handoff. Back to throw. Mond throws right side, and it's incomplete. Good coverage there to make up a lot of ground. There was Isaiah Simmons, the sophomore safety. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Texas A&M. (41-17). Georgia beat South Carolina early. Ice the ball back to throw, and I'll give more on that. Sorry. Why am I saying back to throw? He ran the ball. Clearly ran the ball. Trayveon Williams making one of those dumb mistakes for me. The Trayveon Williams on that carry to the right side, getting a good gain of maybe 7 yards, and it'll be a 3rd down and 3 on the power offense, power run on the right side. It'll be a 3rd down and 3 coming up here for the Clemson Tigers defense, trying to get off the field. Isaiah Simmons, the 6'3", 225-pound sophomore safety, Kansas recruit for Clemson. 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right, tight end to the right side of Kellermond at the right hash. X ball back to throw, and there's a flag. I think Dan Moore moved early. And indeed it is. False start on Dan Moore. 3rd and 8 coming up here for Texas A&M all of a sudden. Third and 8 coming up here. 1 guy to the left side is Trayveon Williams in the backfield to come on. Nice ball back to throw. Pressure coming. Mon scrambles. Throws over the middle. Deflected and caught. A diving reception there by the tight end. Number 80, Trevor Wood. It's the first half of the senior. That was a big break. Throws, and it is deflected by Dexter Lawrence and caught on the diving attempt by Wood. Big first down for Texas A&M. And a lucky break. Sternberger, he was the intended target there. Sternberger's to the left side in the backfield now. Trayveon Williams in the pistol formation is the deep back. Hikes the ball. Takes it off. Back to throw. Throws it in the middle. It's going to be caught. Jamon Osborne with a big catch over the middle, and it'll be a first down. Starting to drive a little bit is Texas A&M as the ball was snapped at the 48, but a good job reading the blitz and also getting the safety to bite as jumping up and not able to play deep, and it's a good catch for Osborne. It'll be a first down and 10 for Kellermond at the 32-yard line for Texas A&M. 2 guys wide left, 1 tight end to the right. Hikes the ball, handoff, right side. Trayveon Williams is stopped in the backfield. And a great stop there as Austin Bryant there and also J.D. Davis was in on the tackle. Be a 2nd and 11 coming up here for the Texas A&M Aggies. 6:27 to go here, 2nd quarter. Two tight ends to the right side. Williams in the backfield behind him. Mike's the ball back to throw. Mon throws right side, almost intercepted. A big play made there in that secondary by Denzel Johnson, and it'll be a 3rd and 11 coming up here for the Texas A&M Aggies. A good job there by the safety, getting in there and making the play Johnson, as Sternberger was the intended target, the tight end. 3rd down and 10. Mond, empty backfield with 2 tight ends in the game. Makes the ball back to throw. Mond throws over the middle. Oh, almost brought it down. It's incomplete. Intended there for Wood, and it'll be a 4th down. Lock camera may get this attempt with 50 yards, though, in the rain. I don't know. But a great job to knock that ball away. It was Wallace. Kevon Wallace, safety. Yes, here's La Camera on a 50-yard attempt and missed a 26-yard chip shot. So, but also made a 40-yarder. As here's the kick. It is blocked. It is blocked. Right side. The ball's still alive. Picked up on the sideline out to the 43, and it is a big play. Special teams by Clemson. big time. With special teams, this could be a 5-yard end. Oh, man, it was actually Dexter Lawrence who hit it. I was wrong. Big stop. That one there recovered by Mark Fields, the senior cornerback. Etienne in the game to the left side, and now here's Bryant back in the game, trying to change tempo a little bit. Ikes the ball, takes the handoff. There goes Bryant to the left side, getting a good gain of about 4 yards, and there'll be a 2nd and 6 coming up for the Clemson Tigers as the keeper by Kelly Bryant. Second and 6. 2 guys wide on each side. 1 man to the right side is Etienne for Kelly Bryant. Bryant hikes the ball back to throw. Bryant looking deep. Takes a shot to the right side. Overthrown. Incomplete. Intended there for T. Higgins. And it'll be a 3rd down and 6. Third and 6 coming up here for the Clemson Tigers. Towels waving around the stadium as the Texas A&M Aggies 2 for 5 on 3rd downs for Clemson, allowing 2 for 5 on 3rd downs. Likes the ball back to throw. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Overthrown, intended for Hunter Renfro. There's a flag down, though, and it could be on Martin. Roughing the passer on Martin. Hit Kelly Bryant after the whistle. The freshman out of San Bernardino hits him late. Oh, I don't know about that. That was maybe a 1-step. I don't like that. 2 running backs in the game. Etienne in motion. Sorry, that's Rodgers in motion. Throws incomplete. And the ball's still alive. It's picked up by Texas A&M. It was a backwards pass. And it's a touchdown, Aggies. Whoa. Unbelievable. Kingsley Kiki takes it all the way. Oh, great. Bad signal just in time for the ruling on the field. Really? Well, good thing is they will definitely review this. Good thing for them not to blow the whistle dead, though. I really like that call to not blow the whistle dead and see where that play goes, which ended up with the Texas A&M touchdown, possibly. And if not, you can overturn it and just say, oh, it was incomplete. I thought it was a forward pass personally, but I stopped. Go ahead and pull this up right here so I can get a look at it. Oh my gosh, what the heck did I just miss? So, no touchdown. And driving is Clemson. Got an error right now. So I'll try my best here. As here's Brian in the shotgun. Hands it off to Etienne. Sorry, it's Choice up the middle, getting out to the 7-8 yard line, and it'll be a 2nd and 3rd and goal coming up. It's a goal situation. Got a goal to go situation. Did not know that. But a 3rd and goal coming up here for the Texas A&M defense, trying to get off the field without allowing a 3-possession lead. for Clemson after what looked like it could have possibly been a backwards pass, which I don't think it was, but it could have possibly been. Turns out they reviewed it, and I'm going to trust the review process. What could have been a touchdown if it was about a yard or two maybe back. Timeout looks like called by Clemson, so it's good because I can figure this crap out. This is annoying the crap out of me right now. So we'll be back. Stay tuned for more college football here on Bash CFB Network. So as I try to figure it out, it's going to be a 3rd down and goal coming up for the Clemson Tiger offense. To try to figure it out here, Kelly Bryant in the game. Rogers to the right side of Kelly Bryant. 8-yard line, 3rd down and goal coming up here. Hikes the ball, hand off right side. It's Choice. Choice chopped down at the 1. There will be a 4th and goal coming up here for the Clemson Tigers, and it looks like Kelly Bryant will stay on the field. Big 4th down coming up here for Clemson. Dabo sends a player onto the field. Will they send the kicking team out? No, they will not. They send more of a heavy set out. 4th and goal. Looking to sneak it ahead is Kelly Bryant. Can he do it? Bryant fumbles the ball! It's recovered by Clemson, but a turnover on downs. Fumbles to snap a wet ball, and it will be Clemson who stalls out inside the 20. Big stop for Texas A&M as a botched snap by Kelly Bryant, recovered by Choice at the 4. As here's a 1st and 10 coming up here for Texas A&M with the ball. Inside their own 4. 4-3 defense look here for Clemson. The high formation. Nice ball handoff right side. It's going to be Trayveon Williams on the carry, I believe. The 14-3 lead here in the 2nd quarter. Trying to figure out problems so I can see this a little more clearly. 2nd and 9. One guy wide on each side of Kellermond in the I formation. Gillespie head of Williams. Hikes the ball. Play action. Oh, no. I think it was designed to hand off. Went the wrong way, but Kellermond pulls it down and gets 4 yards, and it'll be a 3rd down. And I think if you are Clemson, use your timeout. Try to get the ball yet again. Give a shot to at least hit a field goal before the half and have a big advantage as the Aggies will kick off to start the 2nd half. 3rd and 5 coming up here for Texas A&M. As far as Texas A&M goes, I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and take somewhat of a shot. Try to get Clemson on their toes or possibly beat them deep to get a big play before the half. So 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Aggies. 37 total plays for Texas A&M versus only 27 for Clemson in this first half. Mond, empty backfield, 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right with 2 tight ends in the game. Mond hikes the ball, looking for a QB draw, and he's taken down right away. It's going to be Christian Wilkins. There'll be a 4th and long coming up here, 4th and 11 for the Aggie offense, and they're going to try to take this ball down, take this clock down as much as they possibly can. How dominant can this defensive front be for the Clemson Tigers? So here's man punting from the back of his own end zone. Rodgers. There's a delay of game coming up for the Aggies. So now backed up half the distance of the goal, all the way back to the 2. It'll be very interesting. I think Clemson should definitely go after this. Standing in the back of his own zone is man. Rodgers, so yet again, need to return. Bringing in everyone, it seems, is Clemson. Backing off 1 guy, now backs off a couple, gets it off cleanly. Here's Rodgers. Oh, man, another huge punt. Rodgers fields it from the 24. Rodgers slips down at the 34, and with 6 seconds to go, I'm assuming they'll just knee it out and take this one into the half, which I need a halftime right now to try to figure out my connection issues. So it'd be perfect. Got the punt off cleanly to the point where you just kicked that ball 26 to about the 25-yard line, I want to say. So almost 70 yards there. Hikes the ball, handoff up the middle, getting the edge to the left side. He gets out of bounds. Was he out of bounds with a second left? And that'll take us to the half. They might review that. They won't review it. They're going to the locker room halftime. And we will be here in the second half. Dealing with a lot of connection issues right now. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys at the start, the second half. Welcome back. I kind of got a resolution. I mean, I couldn't fix the issue with the ESPN part, but I do have a Skycam view, so that is a good thing. But halftime out here is over. Here we go. Start the snap. On to kick this one off. Keep it in the end zone. Touchback. The return man there. So here we go. Start of the third quarter out in Aggie Nation. Damn. Texas A&M Aggies. College Station, Texas. Here comes a big first down and 10. Start the second half already. Ball at the 25-yard line as here's Trevor Lawrence into the game with the man to the right side is going to be in number 28, which is Trayveon Fisher. Fisher gets the handoff. Fisher up the middle, can't get anywhere. Fisher's going to get a yard as he is taken down there by Dodson. It'll be a 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Clemson Tiger offense. Trevor Lawrence on the signals at the line of scrimmage. Lawrence with the man to the right side of him. 3 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left. Lawrence. Oh, bad snap! And the ball is recovered there by Fisher. And it'll be a 3rd and 16 coming up here for the Clemson Tigers. Bad snap. Lawrence couldn't handle it correctly. That's the 2nd time a botched snap, whether it's the quarterback's fault or the center, which, by the way, the last time was Kelly Bryant, or the center, Justin Falcinelli. Whether or not it's someone's fault, either way, it's been 2 times now that's happened. 2 straight possessions, specifically. Here's the handoff under the lane. It's going to be Fisher. He stopped at the 16. And it's going to be a 4th and 19 as a big 3-and-out for the Texas A&M Aggie defense. Marking it at about the 17, so it'll be a 4th and 18. As here comes the punter, Sears. Standing at his own 2, here's the punt. Deep one, and it is drilled, and it's going to be caught. No fair catch, taking it to the left side off the broken tackle. He's got a lane. Going and staying up on his feet out to the 43. There was number 9, which is Hezekiah Jones. Looks like it was on. Sorry. I think it was either Paul or Jones. I think it was Paul. So here comes the offense. Kellen Mond was 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Mond. Pistol formation with a tight end to the left side. Bunches to the left side. And a man wide right. Left hash mark here for the Texas A&M Aggies. Man in motion is a tight end to the right side. Wood. Ice ball fakes the handoff to Williams. Back to throw. Mond will take a shot over the middle. It's high. Pulled down to his man, Jamal Osborne. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 out around the 30-yard line over the middle. Now the ball's marked on the right hash mark of the 31-yard line. Mond. Big time throw there to get Texas A&M set up inside the 31-yard line and in Clemson territory. Strong eye formation to the left side with a tight end to the left and a fullback to the left. Takes ball, handoff. Williams making the juke, and Williams getting out to about the 26-yard line. And it'll be a good gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up here. I'm marking that pretty short. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up here. 27. Mond on the signals. It looks like a shotgun formation is coming. Sternberger is tied into the left side. Man to watch for on this play. Sternberger. Hikes the ball. Hand off again. It's Williams up the middle out to the 23-yard line, and it will be a 3rd down coming up here for 3rd and about 2 here for the Aggies. Lawrence on the stop there. And this is a big 3rd down. Now, La Camera can hit a field goal from this distance, but the last 50-yard field goal they took, this ball's at the 23. The last 40-yard field goal he took, he hit. Man in motion. They're going to try to power run it with Williams. He won't get anywhere. As he is stopped there, a big stop on that 3rd down by Kayvon Wallace, and it'll be a 4th down. The Aggies staying on the field. I would bring on the field goal unit for sure. And here comes La Camera. 40-yard field goal near the middle of the field, a little bit to the right. Wet conditions, of course. La Camera is 1 for 3 today. Had 1 blocked earlier. He used the kick up, and it's good. Right down the middle. La Camera hits on the 40-yarder yet again. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more college football action on Bash CFB Network. Welcome back. Clemson about to get back onto the field as here comes the kick. Kickoff by Braden Mann as the 12th man is getting a little bit loud as here we go. Into the end zone, and Cornell will take it out of the end zone out to the right side, and it will be taken down at the 16. A little bit ahead, okay. So here's the 12th man getting really loud. And as I just said, behind. Okay. So Cornell takes it from the end zone. Not a smart decision here as Cornell takes it from the end zone, angles it right, and he is going to be wrapped up, taken down as Donovan Wilson comes up with the big tackle. So here comes a 1st and 10 here. Interesting to see. Will it be Trevor Lawrence or Kelly Bryant? Trevor Lawrence struggled on that last drive. It will be Lawrence. Out onto the field comes Trevor Lawrence. Licking their chops is this defensive front for Texas A&M trying to get after this freshman. Let's see how this freshman responds here as Travis Etienne to the left side of Trevor Lawrence. Inside into the left side, 2 guys wide left, takes the ball back to throw. Lawrence, pressure, throws incomplete, way too low. Intended there over the middle. As it looked like he was trying to hit Milan Richard. It'll be a 2nd down now coming up for the Tigers. Lawrence. Shotgun formation. Man to the right side is Travis Etienne. 1 guy wide right, 3 guys wide left. Man in motion. Lawrence hikes the ball back to throw. Lawrence pressure right away. Dumps it off to Etienne, who's wrapped up and taken down. Kiki on the stop, and it'll be a 3rd and long. 3rd and 10 coming up here as he stopped at the line of scrimmage to game. Renfro into the game now. Lawrence, 2 guys wide on each side. Etienne as the crowd gets loud. Hostile environment for the young freshman. Lawrence will snap it back to throw. A lot of pressure right away. Lawrence will throw, and it's caught near the marker. I think they're marking him at just short. Hunter Renfro on the reception, and yes, indeed, they're just short. Here comes the punt unit. Will Spears on the punt. Deep to return is Paul. Here's Paul taking it from the 25. Paul dangling to the right side. Paul cutting upfield. There goes Paul out to the 40 before he is wrapped up and taken down. So here comes the Texas A&M Aggie offense. As we hit the mark. Here, 9:04 to go, 3rd quarter. We'll be right back. And welcome back out here, College Station. Trevor Lawrence 5 for 9, 93 yards and a touchdown today. Kyle Field in College Station. So here we go. Mon lining up. Pistol formation. Man in motion is the tight end to the left side. Two tight ends set. Hikes the ball. Play action. Back to throw. Mon looking to take a shot deep to the right. Double coverage. Incomplete. Overthrown. And it might be a good thing as the 2nd and 10 coming up here. Intended there for Kendrick Rogers. Nine first downs here today for Texas A&M versus 7 for Clemson. Mon, shotgun, hikes the ball, play action, back to throw. Mon has to dump it off, and it's going to be a screen. Set up perfectly. Williams to the left side. Williams breaking tackles out to the 43, and it'll be a first down coming up here for the Aggies. Gig 'em. It's the 10th first down of the game for the Aggies. 193 total yards versus 216 for Clemson. Not completely being outplayed here. Penalties a little bit of a factor with 22 yards in penalties versus only Clemson's 5. I don't think that's a huge factor because it's only 22 yards and 3 penalties. It's 2 tight ends set, 1 on each side of Moore. Kellen Moore hands it off left side, and taking it is going to be Trayveon Williams. Extracurriculars there at the end of that play. Tanner Muse getting caught up a little bit there with Wood. Tanner Muse and Jamon Osborne getting in with each other, getting a little bit of arguments. Pistol formation. Bunches to the left side, tight end to the left side. Hikes the ball. Play action. Back to throw. Mon looking. Mon scans the field out of bounds at the right side. Tosses it away. Incomplete. Fourteen to 6, 7:20 to go. Third quarter. It's a big 3rd and 11 coming up here for the Aggies. Mon 9 for 20 for 140 yards tonight. Mon snapping the ball back to throw. Mon looking left. Mon pressured, now stepping up in the pocket to the right side. Carries, breaks a tackle. Mon up the sideline out to the 20. Out of bounds at the 22. Mond is hurt, though. Mond goes down. Great run there by Kellen Mond. However, he is hurt. Nick Starkle expected to come in. He's got experience, definitely. He started over Kellermond a year ago. Kellermond, the sophomore QB. And it looks like it's going to be a cramp, so I think Kellermond's going to be fine. That's his 9th rush, 39 yards. Trayveon Williams struggling on the ground as well with 14 carries for 23 yards. But Mon getting a big block by Osborne. And he's tiptoeing along the sideline and steps out of bounds. Oh no. Signal issues again. Just figured out some problems. Just figured it out. While I try to figure it out on this. Try to get back to it. So here comes number 17, Nick Starkey, into the game, the sophomore quarterback. Come on, getting some fluids, getting stretched out. Starkey running the pistol formation. Starkey. Trayveon Williams to the right side. Hikes the ball back to throw. Starkey pressured! The ball's loose! Recovered or picked off by Foster on the first play with Nick Starkey in the game. In a play action here, Starkey back to throw and just throws right into the arms of Foster. Take the sack. Don't try to force it away. Just take that sack. And that was a big interception by Foster. So here's Kelly Bryant back into the game, tied into the left side. Two guys wide right, one guy wide left. First and 10 coming up here for Clemson. Man in motion is going to be Rogers. Fakes handoff to Rogers, back to throw. Taking a shot deep to the left. Got a man. Oh, he pushed off. He's caught it. Down at the 19. No flag, Higgins. On the reception, no call. Definitely pushed him off. That is a terrible no call. Pushed off of Keldrick Carper and just pushed him down as Bryant takes it to the right. That is a costly call. A costly missed call right here. Texas A&M only down by a possession. And T. Higgins just shoves the DB down. And he gets away with it. That is just terrible. ET to the right side. Two guys wide left. Two guys wide right. And man in motion from the left side on the right hash. Sorry, left hash. Hikes the ball. Handoff. ET to the left side. Gets that first down. And it'll be a first and goal. Nick Starkey, key mistake here. Five rushes for 38 yards for ET, and who's still in the game. Tight end motion to the left side. Two tight ends in the game. One in the backfield to the left, and one on the line of scrimmage to the right. Hikes ball, play action. Throws over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. It's you know who. Number 14, DeAndre Overton. The flag from Texas A&M. As here comes Teagle's kick. Snap good. Kick on the way and good. And we will be right back. Stay tuned for more college football action on Bash CFB Network. Well, as we await the resumption of this ball game, let's go ahead and look around live scores around the nation. Cincinnati up 7-0 near the end of the second quarter with the ball at their own 1, so it looks like they will end that quarter, barring a safety or something unexpected. 7-0 at halftime. Cincinnati leads Miami, Ohio. Florida 10, Kentucky 7, as you can see on the bottom line ticker. And the other one on the bottom line ticker is 7-6, Pitt, but driving at the Penn State 4. In fact, let's get a live look in there. As in 7-0 lead for Stanford over USC. Big play by DeAndre Overton as I'm trying to figure this out here. As that was my biggest confidence pick was Pitt over Penn State for sure. Second was that game tonight, which I'm not going to really talk much on. And the third one was South Carolina, Georgia, which Georgia had proved me wrong. I tell you what. Keep an eye on that. Samford up 13-0 on Florida State right now. 6:39 left to go in the first quarter. 4th and 3, by the way, for Pitt. So they might have to settle for a field goal here. We'll find out shortly as 1st and 10 coming up here after the return out to the 22-yard line for Texas A&M. Coming in back into the game is going to be Kellen Mond, now facing a 15-point deficit. You got to think, if Kellen Mond didn't go down with a cramp, then possibly this game could be tied or a 1-point game. But now, first down 15, and inside your own 25. Hikes the ball, fakes handoff, back to throw. Mond taking a shot deep to the left. And his car out to the 45, makes the man miss. He got space at the 30. 21 man, the bounds at the 10. Game-saving touchdown for Cameron Buckley on the reception. What a great throw to Buckley, who's got his 3rd reception of the night. And a great job by Kellen Mond. Getting deep, finding him wide open, making him miss on a great juke. Finally catching up to him was Kayvon Wallace. It'll be a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for the Aggies. 1 guy to the left side, 2 guys wide right. Hikes the ball. Back to throw. Mond. Pressured. Mond will scramble. Mond throwing in zone. Caught! Touchdown Aggies! Kendrick Rogers wearing that number 13. Right down the field goes Kellen Mond. Oops, spelled that wrong. Kick up and good. Kendrick Rogers with touchdown number 1 of his career, and it's a big one. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more action. This one just got interesting. Cameron Buckley steps up and makes the big play, followed up by Kendrick Rogers coming down in traffic with a touchdown in the back of the end zone. And the 12th man is heated up. They are fired up, waving those towels all around. Now would be a great time for a surprise onside kick, Jimbo. Let's see it. I'm just kidding. A lot of risk with that call if that were to be the case. And plus, they're playing too close for you to even try to sneak that. So here's the kick deep. Cornell Powell taking a knee. As here's the man who came all the way across the field, and Mon extending the play and just firing into the tightest of windows, which was somehow a jump ball. God. Great angle right here. It's just a jump ball in between two Clemson defenders. Almost getting a paw on that was Kayvon Wallace. So here's Bryant, who had a touchdown drive on the last one. Back to throw. Bryant rolling out to the right. Bryant throwing. Deep ball. It's caught on the right throw with the diving reception. Out to the 37. It's a first down and 10. Big catch by Hunter Renfro. Little man makes yet another big play. Well, out to the 35. Kelly Bryant. Hands it off. Fakes it off. Bryant juking, and Bryant goes down. Just short of the first down, maybe a yard short. It'll be a 2nd and 1. Yeah, he just slides and slips down. The 7th rush has 8 yards if you include the sacks. The right side of him is going to be Choice. Hikes the ball, handoff left side, and it's going to be a play fake. And here's the big ball, knocked away. A reverse pass, incomplete, intended for Kelly Bryant. As good handoff here to Choice to the left side. And Dotson almost picked it off. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Big risk on first down. It's fine. Hikes the ball back to throw. Throwing left side, and it's going to be caught. Making the move is Rogers. Up the sideline and forced out of bounds for a big 3rd down coming up for the Aggie defense. Nine for 12 for 186 yards and the touchdown for Kelly Bryant. 20.7 yards for reception, per completion. 3rd and 3 coming up here for Texas A&M. Bryant in the shotgun formation, sending a guy to the right side is Choice. 2 guys wide on each side of Bryant on the left hash. Checks the ball back to throw. Bryant quickly. Left side is going to be caught. Making a move. Bouncing out to the right side. And tries to get close to the middle of the field was Hunter Renfrow on the big reception for a first and goal catch out to the 8. And Renfrow with a good job handling that low pass and being able to go ahead and make some moves and make some big plays. This is why Hunter Renfrow is well regarded. He can do many different things for this Clemson offense. Etienne to the right side of Bryant. Hikes the ball, handoff to Etienne, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of 1 there. As Kingsley Kiki on the stop, and it will be a 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line for Kelly Bryant. Last time they were down here, Kelly Bryant threw a strike into the end zone. Let's see if he can do it again, or let's see if Travis Etienne maybe can pound this touchdown in, or maybe even a read option. A lot of options here for Clemson. Hikes the ball, and it's a shovel pass to Etienne. Etienne bounced in. He's going to be just half a yard short, and it will be a 3rd and goal. Etienne on the shovel pass almost got in that end zone. 1.5 of a yard. 3rd and goal. Heavy backfield as here's Bryant with man to the right side, man in motion. Hikes the ball. Here's a pitch out to Etienne. Touchdown, Travis Etienne. Spelled Etienne's name wrong. My apologies. Takes out the pylon cam as here's Bugle, with the kick up and good. Clemson gets it back up to 15 in a back and forth little chess match here. Clemson just said check. Let's see if they get Texas A&M into checkmate. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more college football action. As here is the kick. Welcome back, and it's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out here for Texas A&M, and a game following this one at 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We got Arizona State hosting Michigan State following this matchup here. So here's a first down at the 25. Hikes the ball. Mon looking, throws, swing pass out to the right side to Trayveon Williams, who makes a man miss, and out to the 31-yard line. As Pitt somehow had an empty possession. Penn State ball right now. They just got off of a punt. Back to this game, though, where all of you guys are watching for this one. Mon, pistol formation with a man behind him. Also 2 guys wide right. Hikes the ball. Handoff up the middle. It is Trayveon Williams who pounds forward for a first down, running over someone who tried to get the tackle, Shaq Smith, the sophomore linebacker. I want to see Jamon Osborne deep. That's the man to watch for here. Mond. Left side, Mond's not going to be able to snap it as we hit the end of 3. Fourth quarter coming up here. Clemson leads by 15. We'll be right back. Welcome back out here. Updates around the nation. Kentucky and Florida just kicked off that third quarter and into halftime after a touchdown for Penn State. Also, Cardinal lead USC 7-0 early, mid to early second quarter. What else is notable? Texas up 21-0 on Tulsa. Oregon State 38, Southern Utah 7. Minnesota 10, Fresno State 0. A lot of people think Fresno State could possibly compete for that spot as the Group of 5 representative in the New Year's Six, but struggling right now to get a big win. So here is Mon. 2 guys wide left, 2 tight ends to the right side. Ike's ball back to throw. Mon stepping up. Mon scrambling, throws. Deep ball. Trying to go back to it. Trying to draw the flag. And there is one. This one will be called on Xavier Thomas, I believe. And indeed, it is a freshman. Defensive, marked as a defensive end. He played a linebacker role there. Yeah, he dropped the defensive end into coverage, and he just tried to draw confusion. And yeah, ball's underthrown, tries to go back to it, and he just hits him a little early. It's an unavoidable kind of play that Xavier Thomas just made. So here's a first down coming up here. 2 tight ends in the game. 2 wide receivers as well. Man to the left side. Ice ball. Slip screen yet again. It's Trayveon Williams with the gap. Trayveon Williams tripped up around the 29-yard line, and it'll be a first down, but there's a flag. This one could be coming back, and it looks like it will be. Roughing the passer on Christian Wilkins. Automatic first down. Oh my goodness. He kept driving Kellerman down. On the screen, just like slipped it down, and you could have just slowed it down, but he just brought him down as hard as he could. That's a good call by the officials. Try to keep that quarterback safe. 2 consecutive flags, many, as that would bring it to 3 penalties for 35 yards for Clemson. As here's the Aggies, bunch formation with a wide receiver to the right side and the left side, but near. Ice ball rolling out to the right is Bond, throwing away, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here for Texas A&M. I feel like since they are so deep, they can and should definitely get this ball into that end zone here, as Texas A&M is in desperate times, desperate measures right now, 28-13. Case Sternberger, 4 targets, only 1 reception. A man to watch for, though. Time to step up here as an empty backfield. 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right with 2 tight ends in the game. Sternberger on one side, Wood on the other side as the tight ends in the bunch set. The heavy set. Oh, man. Timeout, Texas A&M. You need those timeouts down the stretch. 14-22, so there's plenty of time, but, man, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Actually, instead of going away, I'm going to go ahead and continue updating you guys on scores around the nation. So what's going on around the nation right now? Well, I will show you. LSU leads Southeast Louisiana by a score of 24-0 here, as Joe Burrow, 10 for 20, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Nick Brissett is averaging 7.2 yards per carry with 18 carries for 130 yards. Also, Missouri leads Wyoming at a score of 30-10 to start the 4th quarter. Drew Lock, 29 for 38, 339 yards, and 3 passing TDs. Also, Crockett had 17 carries for 68 yards in the ballgame. Lead receiver for the Missouri Tigers as well is Elijah Hall, with 10 receptions for 171 yards. Other news going on around the country, anything to be completely aware of? Samford, 16-7 lead now against Jimbo's former school at near the end of the 1st quarter, as DeAndre Francois is 8 for 13 for 106 yards, 8.2 yards per carry, as Hodges 10 for 13, dicing up 171 yards and a touchdown. Adams also has 4 carries for 16 yards for Samford. And on the offensive side for Florida State, only 3 carries for 10 yards for Cam Akers, as it doesn't look like there's been a sack even for Florida State's struggling offensive line. Auburn 42, Alabama State 2 at the half. Kentucky 14, Florida 10 right now. I need to reset my notifications, I guess. It's not working. As here we go. 14:22 to go. 2nd down and 10 following that timeout. As here's Mon in the empty backfield with the tight end to the left side. 2 guys wide on each side. I just ball back to throw. Throwing left to the end zone. Incomplete, but there's a flag. Intended there before Courtney Davis. Think a call in coverage and a call as an illegal man downfield. So offsetting penalties, and it will be a 2nd and 10 yet again. They're going to replay the down. So here's another 2nd and 10. Mond with Terrell on him. Here is the 2nd down. Empty backfield yet again. 2 guys wide right, 3 guys wide left. Mond. 4 seconds to snap the ball. Hikes the ball back to throw. Mond pressured right away. Giving chase. Throws on the run to the end zone. It is caught! Courtney Davis on the run. Throws just desperate. And that was shades of the Josh Rosen throw on Texas A&M just a year ago. We kick up, and it is good. Aggies sticking in here. It is only an 8-point game. Stay tuned, folks. Welcome back. College football here. Big play from Kellerman to Courtney Davis. What looked like shades of that Josh Rosen throw a year ago. Matt Fink comes into the game for USC as they are down 7-0 late 2nd quarter. As the score is indicative of the struggles of the offense for USC. Only 3 for 9 for JT Daniels for 30 yards. No picks, but no touchdowns either. And 1 for 2 from Matt Fink. Stanford, Bryce Love, 11 carries for 40 yards. Only 3.6 yards per carry. Definitely a different approach than they took last year 9 for 12 for KJ Costello, playing very good football. As here's the kick in the end zone for a touchback, Cornell. As wow, Texas A&M is surprising me for sure. I did not expect the Aggies to come in here and compete, and now they're in the fourth quarter, down by one possession. It takes one big stop. They've come up with big stops, one big stop, and all of a sudden the Aggies are in a situation where they could possibly be Clemson. Only up 8. Here's Bryant. Hikes the ball back to throw. Bryant looking left, throws, and it's going to be caught on an out route by Rogers, and it'll be a 2nd and 5, maybe 4 coming up here. It'll be 4 for the Clemson Tiger offense. 2nd and 5 is what. Okay, they're marking it at the 30. That's what I thought it was originally. It looked like they were marking it a yard further ahead. So 2nd and 5 coming up here. Bryant with man to the right side of his choice. Hikes the ball. Fakes a handoff. Bryant spins off a tackle. Bryant into space. And he's going to get shot down after a gain out to the 33 for a first down. Sorry, the 38 for a first down. As man down on the field for Texas A&M. This one here is Keldrick Carper. As we'll be back. Clemson leads by 8 with 13:26 to go. Plenty of time for the Aggies. Welcome back, football fans out there. Keeping track of this game and listening to this game on my broadcast of the Texas A&M Aggies against the Clemson Tigers, 28-20. As JT Daniels is back in that game, by the way, for the USC Trojans, as they are driving 4th down and 2, though, at the Stanford 40 after timeout. As here we go. 1st down and 10 coming up here. Ball at the 38 for Kelly Bryant in this offense, who is now given the keys to this offense on a more consistent basis after Trevor Lawrence came in, and he didn't do bad. He struggled a little bit, had freshman woes. As man in motion goes to tight end to the right side, Ike's ball, fakes the handoff back to throw. Bryant steps up, throws, deep ball, lays it out there. Oh, right through the hands, almost intercepted there as it could have been caught for an interception by Larry Pryor. Tried to go ahead and get Amari Rogers, overthrew it, and it could have been picked right through the arms of Pryor. That could have been a big play for the Aggies. Man in motion goes the tight end to the left side now, with the man to the right side being Choice. Hikes the ball. Handoff, Choice, left side. Sorry, Bryant keeps it out to the 41. It'll be a 3rd and 8 coming up for the Clemson Tiger offense. 13:05 to go in the 4th quarter. Dotson with the big tackle there. 12 for 16 for 205 yards for Kelly Bryant. Adam Choice with 3 carries for 27 yards, which I believe Choice is still in this game. Here we go. Choice to the left side. Hikes the ball. Pressure right away. And he chases. And he's going to scramble. There goes Bryant tucking it out of bounds. Tyrell Dodson yet again gets him. 4th down, a big play. It's a 4th down. 4th and 7. Dotson was probably about a yard, maybe even less, away from getting a big penalty there. Spires to punt. And here's Paul deep to return. Rashad Paul. Couple of pretty good punts. So here's a kick. High boomer. And it's going to be a fair catch called at the 13. So that's where Texas A&M will set up in an attempt to tie this ball game up. As they go to break, we will yet again look at some scores and stats around the country. My favorite part of the broadcast. Keeping you guys up to pace any games that we have not covered yet. Baylor is up 30-20 on UTSA right now, as the UTSA Roadrunners are the hosts. Grundy is 16 for 27 for 138 yards, and BJ Daniels was 6 carries for 90 yards as well, which is the lead for them. But Brewer is 20 for 31, 285 yards. McClendon is also getting in the game. He got 3 for 6 so far. And Charlie Brewer is having a pretty decent day for the Baylor Bears as the quarterback, and he doesn't have an interception. He has 3 touchdowns. Also running the ball, Lovett, 8 carries for 47 yards. Brewer, 8 carries for 22 yards, and 9 carries for only 6 yards for Hasty. Receiving, Jalen Hurd was the top receiver, 7 receptions for 135 yards, and Mims, 7 receptions for 120. Still don't know why ESPN is knocked out. The Skycam is not providing me a scoreboard, so it's hard. I got to go to the command center, and it's still a little bit hard with smaller cameras to be able to navigate this. As we hit the 10 o'clock hour, with 11:58 to go in the 4th quarter, 45 minutes away from the kick of the other game. So here we go. First down and 10 coming up here. Kellen Mond, shotgun formation with one guy to the right side, three guys wide left, one tight end to the right side, that is. Hikes the ball back to throw. Mond scrambling, pressured, throws, shot, cut. And he wasn't down, was he? Oh, he was. Okay. They marked him down. I wasn't sure he got back up, tried to get it, but it's Kendrick Rogers who made a big play earlier in the end zone. Coming up, he had his first touchdown reception earlier. Now comes up with a big reception out to the 44. First and 10 coming up here. Calamon, man to the right side as a tight end in the backfield. Trayveon Williams behind him in the pistol formation with two guys wide left, one guy wide right. Oh, a bad snap. A good handle by Mon. Throws, takes a shot deep to the middle of the field, out of man, incomplete. Streaking and could have gotten the end zone was Courtney Davis. Kellen Mond, 15 for 28 today, 276 yards for 2 touchdowns. He had a 69-yard pass earlier that really kept this all going. Second and 10. You need to start playing a little more conservative in that back end. That back end is getting torn up a little bit for Texas A&M, for Clemson. Nice ball back to throw. Mon, pressure yet again. He scrambles, dumps it, incomplete. Third and 10 coming up here for Calamon. Here we go. Man to the left side as a tight end. 3 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left. Hikes the ball. Mon back to throw. Throws. Shot over the middle. It's going to be caught. In a first down out to the 49. Jamon Osborne. Big play to Osborne. 15 yards for Kellen Mond there on that one, and it will be a first down for Texas A&M as a result. Jamon Osborne. Man to the right side, tight end to the right. Trayveon Williams behind him in the pistol. Hikes the ball back to throw. Immediate pressure, and Mond is going to be sacked. Loss of 8. So here we go. Second down and long. Second and 16. Got swung around to the 43. Come on. 5 seconds to get the snap off. Needs to get set. 3, 2, 1. Gets it off. Hikes the ball. Throws over the middle, and it's going to be caught on the hitch route. And it's yet again a big play here as it's a 3 yards short from that first down marker. The big man, yet again, Kendrick Rogers, making a big play. 13-yard reception, 11 off of the reception, 11 yards after the catch. Sets up for a 3rd and 3 where your whole playbook is opened up. You can take a shot deep, take a conservative, run the ball. You can also hit them underneath with another pass play. Calamon with 9:05 to go here in the 4th quarter. And movements. Yet again on another 3rd and 3. And this one was on Keaton Sutherland. I think Sternberger also moved. Third and 8 now. Ball up there, the Clemson 49 here for Kellen Mond. Calling the signals, 5 seconds to snap the ball. Trayveon Williams to the left side. Hikes the ball back to throw. Mond dumps it off short. It's going to be caught. Trying to get the first down. Tackled and falling forward. He didn't pull a Louisville. He went straight for it. Was Cameron Buckley and got that first down. 8:25 left to go in, counting here in the fourth quarter. Texas A&M driving. $8:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pistol formation with a man to the right side as the tight end in the backfield. 2 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left. Fake handoff to Williams. Now here's Mond going to keep it. And Mond. Oh, he's going to pass it. Man wide open. It's caught by Buckley out to the 25. Flag thrown. Buckley. And it looks like it's, yeah. Legal receiver, ineligible receiver downfield. Yep. Ineligible receiver on Carson Green, the sophomore offensive lineman. On that right side. The right tackle called on this, and now it's a 1st and 15 coming up here for Kellen Mond. Ball at the 45-yard line of Clemson. Mond in the shotgun with Trayveon Williams to the left side, tight end to the right side. That RPO was ran to perfection except for that part where you need to just keep the receiver. As rotation on the defensive line. Hikes the ball back to throw. Blitz coming. Mond stepping up. Mond dumps it off. This is technically a rush for Williams, and he's going to get a loss of 3. 2nd and 18 coming up here for Texas A&M, and it's all kind of falling apart here. Seven minutes to play in regulation. 28-20, Aggies trail. Mond in the shotgun with the man to the left side, Trayveon Williams. 2 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left. Hikes the ball back to throw. Mond stepping up. Mond delivers right side. Deflected, almost intercepted. And it'll be a 3rd and very long here. Kayvon Wallace. I believe that's the 2nd dropped interception. 18 for 33 for 313 yards. Right through the hands of Wallace. That easily could have been picked. And he almost got the deflection, too. Rashad Paul, the intended receiver. Here we go. 3rd and 18, 6:38 to go. Mond back to throw. Mond looking, taking a shot to the right side. He's got him. First down. Oh, no, he dropped it. On the sideline. Buckley dropped it, and it'll be a 4th and 18 with a man down here for Clemson, and that is Isaiah Simmons, who was in coverage on Buckley. Great play to jar that one loose by Simmons. That should have been caught. But, man, stripped loose by Simmons. Just selling out his body to break that one up. As we're going to see right here if Simmons will be fine. Yeah, Kansas won against Central Michigan today, 31-7. They've lost 46 straight road games, and they won that one as they lose to Nickel. They were the butt of all jokes. Here comes man to punt the ball. Trying to pin him deep. And they do him. It's a nice punt. Oh, it could have been down. Going a little too far. There's a touchback called. As they're at the 20-yard line, Trayvon Fuller could have easily downed that one. Ball at the 20. 1st and 10 coming up here. Kelly Bryant in the game. Travis Etienne to his left side. Tight end to the right side. Two guys stacked to the left side of the formation. Hikes the ball. Bryant is going to keep it. Led by blockers. Bryant makes a move out to the left side. Out to the 30. Got a block. 40. Out of bounds around the 50. Marked out of bounds at the 47-yard line in a big run for Clemson. 27 yards there for Kelly Bryant, who's got his 11th rush for 48 yards tonight. Longest carry of the night came at a very important time. Change field positioning here. Etienne to the right side of Bryant. Man in motion to the left side. Two guys wide right, one guy wide left. Tight end to the left. Hikes the ball. Handoff. Left side. It's going to be Etienne. Now cuts it up and gets out near midfield. Six for 15 on 3rd downs for Texas A&M. 4 for 11 for Clemson. It would be big if Texas A&M can force another stop on 3rd down. If they can get to 3rd down here on the 2nd and 7. Kelly Bryant in the shotgun formation with Etienne to the right side. With 3 guys wide on the right side. Man in motion, one guy wide left. Man in motion, tight end to the left side. Etienne. Play action to Etienne, and it's going to be Bryant rolling out to the right side. Bryant is going to keep it, and he's taken down in the backfield. A big tackle there for Texas A&M in the backfield. As give credit there to Landis Durham, excuse me. 3rd and 8. A big 3rd down, maybe the biggest 3rd down we've seen this game. 28-20. Clemson leads by 8. Aggies trying to come up with a big stop here. 2 guys wide right, 2 guys wide left. Bryant on the right hash mark with Etienne to the right. Hikes the ball back to throw, looking left. Takes his shot to the left side. Incomplete, overthrows it. Amari Rogers, the intended receiver, as he puts a little too much on it towards the sideline, and it's incomplete. Not necessarily overthrows it, puts it too far out to the left. 4:09 to go, 4th quarter. It looks like Texas A&M is about to get that ball back with 2 timeouts to work with. Probably a full field. As Will Spears to kick this ball away. Here's Paul to return deep. I would come after this, and they are. Oh, Aggies almost got to it, but they didn't. But it is a little bit shorter. At the 15-yard line is where it's going to be fair caught. So I think it was a smart idea to bring the pressure. You didn't hit the kicker. 85 yards and 2-point conversion. And Texas A&M can potentially tie the ball game. 4:03 to go here. Kellen Mond onto the field, trying to lead it. Texas A&M to a game-tying drive in regulation. Mond. Pistol formation. Man to the right side is the fullback, Gillespie. And the tight end also to the right side. One man wide on each side. One guy split out tremendously wide. The other one bunched. Hikes the ball back to throw on the play action. Throws over the middle. Wide open man. It's caught. Fell to the 45. A high throw, but it is brought down by Rogers. And a first down, Kendrick Rogers. Watch for Jamon Osborne. I want to see him involved here in the target, but maybe Clemson is doing a good job of locking him away. But watch, the middle of the field has also been very terrible to Clemson. As Trayveon Williams to the right side. Left side is Gillespie. Hikes the ball back to throw. Mon, pressure. Throws over the middle. It's another wide open man. It's caught by the tight end. Sternberger. First down inside the 30. 3:20 to go. Out to the 27-yard line of Clemson. Big play for Kellen Mond. Don't want to go too quickly and give Kelly Bryant an opportunity, but also you don't want to go too slow in case you miss that two-point conversion. So, timeout Clemson. That's their first charged timeout. Wow. We got a ball game. It is getting loud. The 12th man is coming alive today. 10:20 p.m. Eastern, 9:20 local. They don't care. Not that late. Here we go. Mond. Shotgun with Williams to the right. Gillespie to the left. Hikes the ball. Handoff Williams up the middle, and he's going to drive forward, and he won't go down easy as he gets out to the 25 for a gain of 2. It'll be a second down and 8 coming out as we take down. Under 3 minutes to go. 28-20. 2-yard rush. 17 carries for only 31 yards today. That's testament to this defensive front for Clemson. 2:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mond. Shotgun. Hikes the ball back to throw. Pressure. Steps up. Throws left side. Incomplete. Too high. Intended for Trayveon Williams. Very big misfire by Kellen Mond. He's been so good tonight, but that's a bad throw for him, to say the least. 371 passing yards for the Aggies. 442 outgaining Clemson by nearly 50 yards, by 35 yards actually. Mond in the shotgun formation. Williams to the left side. 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right with the man to the right side as the tight end in the backfield. Likes the ball. Blitz coming. Throws. Mond. Delivers. Is caught. Still up. He's going to the left side. Rogers didn't get there. Marked down. Courtney Davis. Oh, it's a fumble.
Can you shut up?
Let's see. Davis stays on his feet, gets the edge. Oh, it's a fumble through the end zone. You know Texas A&M had one of those that sent Tennessee to overtime. Ooh. I think it goes out of bounds. It looks like it is not in the end zone for a touchback because I think when he was over the out of bounds when he fumbled the ball, so there's no touchdown. Call is a touchback. That is clearly outside the pylons. I think they need to overturn that. I think it's too crucial for you not to overturn that. Wow. So the call on the field is a touchback. Fumble out of the end zone for a touchback. I'm looking at this. He's diving for the end zone. Davis is. He's diving for the end zone, and it's knocked, and it looks like it's on the left side of the pylon when the ball gets knocked out. Therefore, it should be down at the half 1 yard line. Pylon cam. Oh, this is actually perfect. Oh, that you can't tell. It stands. The call on the field stands. Clemson football. Jimbo Fisher going on the field and pleading. There's nothing that can be done. Aggies got within a yard. Big play as a strip there by Kayvon Wallace. I never even mentioned that. Let's see. Courtney Davis on the sideline with tears rolling down his eyes. 2:13 left to go, though. Mathematically, they have a shot. They got to get Clemson off the field as choices to the left side of Kelly Bryant. In the shotgun formation, heavy with two tight ends to the right side. Hikes the ball. Bryant's going to keep it on the counter. Bryant's going to be hit in the backfield. Loss of 1. It'll be a 2nd and 11. Timeout, Aggies. Two timeouts left for Clemson, 1 for Texas A&M. That's what those dots to the right side of the name screen is going to be coming up next. 10:45 p.m. We got Clemson. So I don't know why I'm thinking Michigan State against Arizona State. Here we go. Man in motion. Bryant to the right side, taking it. And he's going to go down, gaining a lot of that yards back out to the 26-yard line, and it'll be a 3rd and 4. Biggest third down of the game. So here we go. The biggest play of the ball game right here, possibly. The biggest play so far, 3rd down and 4. Four yards separates Clemson from a survival against the 12th man in College Station. And Texas A&M with the shots. Here we go. Stacking the box is going to be the Aggies. Hikes the ball, hand and keeps it. Sorry, it's Kelly Bryant. He's short on the keeper. It's going to be a 4th and 3. And here comes the Clemson punt unit. I'm assuming. So here's a 4th and 3. Paul is going to be the return man. Three, two, and a timeout with 1:17 left to go here by Clemson and Dabo Swinney. The number 3 team in the country, in my polls, number 2 in the AP. Taking to the wire here. And that wire is going to continue. Telemond has played fantastic. 21 for 38, 396 yards, 2 touchdowns with an average of 18.9 yards per play, per reception. He hasn't made a mistake yet, but can't speak too soon. Texas A&M has 2 turnovers, both fumbles. Can't speak too soon to the whole Kellen Mond not turning the ball over in this game, because this game is not over. You will get a shot. And you best not turn that ball over. Sorry, there was 1 interception, but that was Nick Starkle on his only play of the game. Interception trying to force a pass that he shouldn't have tried to force. 4th and 3. Something that people are going to probably miss from this game. La Camera missed the field goal. Here's the punt. Gives it off cleanly. Shanked it, though. Texas A&M going to have very good field positioning. As a shank to the sideline. 1:12 as well. It didn't use that much time. Only used 5 seconds. So 1:12 for Texas A&M probably to go half the distance of the end zone. Around the 50. Bad punt by Spears. Only 22 yards to the Clemson 49. Here we go. 49 yards and the 2-point conversion now separate Texas A&M from overtime in Clemson in 1:12. Mond, shotgun, 3 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left. Hikes the ball, Mond back to throw, looking right, throws quick, delivers over the middle. It's going to be caught short of the 1st down. Rogers. They move the chains. Mond under center. Now he's going to back out and he's going to go into the shotgun with Trayveon Williams to the left side, tied into the right side. Hikes the ball, back to throw. Mond, pressure from the weak side, throws over the top, incomplete. Back down! Excuse me. Late flag on Fields. Mark Fields intended there for Rodgers. Mark Fields in coverage is probably going to get called. Oh, yeah, definitely. I wasn't sure at first, but there was definitely a lot of pushing by number 2 Fields as the ball was in the air. A little bit of a grab, too. Aggies with 52 seconds left, no timeouts at the 24. 1st and 10, here we go. Aggies lead a touchdown in a 2-point conversion. Bunches to the right side. Hikes the ball, fakes the handoff, back to throw. Mon, pressured, got a hand on him, throws. Was it caught? Is it pulled in? Touchdown, Aggies! Oh, my! Rodgers with a big play. Hendrick Rodgers. We got one play to get 3 yards. Previous play is under review with 46 seconds. It's bobbled. Great coverage, but what an amazing catch that could possibly go down to history. Tanner Muse. Trayveon Wallace, who's been all over the place, a hand on his shoulder pad. Steps up into the pocket. Heavy hands, number 99, Cleveland Farrell. Steps up, and Trayveon Wallace could not quite do it. So here we go. 2-point conversion to tie this ball game up. Kellen Mond. They need 2 points. Empty backfield. Tight end on one side. And H-back, Jamon Osborne. Watch him. Possibly an angle route here over the middle for Osborne. Maybe that's a misdirection. Man in motion is Osborne to the right side. Hikes the ball back to throw. Rolling to the right. Mon, pressured. Mon, flag, throws. It's intercepted. Trayveon Wallace, excuse me. And it's holding on the call, so it's no good in the Aggies. Just got one shot. They got an onside kick. Somehow they recover it. They got 46 seconds, give or take a couple. Trayveon Wallace. Shades of that Notre Dame game from a couple years ago when they went to the championship and they fell to Alabama. Trayveon Wallace is the one who came up in a big holding call. Nowhere to go. I don't like the play call per se to roll into the right side. I think they should have just let him work from the pocket. (22-4) and 1 possession games for the Clemson Tigers. And now the camera who missed the 26-yard field goal. And I mentioned this earlier. So here we go. Onside kick. This is the ball game. Onside, pointing that toe to the left. Here it is. It's falling on. Hunter Renfrow is the guy who came down with it, and Clemson will survive in College Station. Clemson. $28. Aggies 26. Cleveland Farrell off the edge many times. Now be a game. The final score, 28-26. The Clemson Tigers survive against Texas A&M. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to grab a bite to eat before I go ahead and start up the other stream of Arizona State versus Arizona State hosting Michigan State. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.